Court is calling 2024 CR 008630, State versus Sarah Eagle. Could I have, or is it Sahara? Sahara Eagle. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Sharon Thorne for the defendant.
And are you Miss Eagle? You're gonna need to speak up so the court reporter can hear and so I can hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all the discovery.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Is this an application for deferred?
Yes, it is.
Ms. Eagle, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yeah.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility
Yes,
and
ma'am.
up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Eagle, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause number 728374, and there's to be a drug court evaluation. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 150 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, non-perplexed.
Okay. State, any evidence?
State officer states to one and all facts.
No objection, Your Honor.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We ask that you follow the plea bargain and grant her deferred adjudication. I don't believe that she really has much of a record, and I do believe that she will be successful.
All right, what's your criminal history?
I don't have criminal history at all.
All right, do you have any children?
No, no.
So why were you with these people?
I was trying to get out of the domestic situation, and that person that had picked me up that I was with just so happened to be outside. So it's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, so you're telling me that you don't know any of the people in the vehicle?
I did not.
So you're telling me that you just got in a car with complete strangers?
Yes, because it was either that or get beat up by an ex, and I didn't want to be in that situation that I was in before.
And you want to call the police?
I should have, but I didn't.
How far did you go to school?
I graduated high school.
All right, so where are your parents or your siblings?
Was adopted. I don't talk to my family. I don't have anybody really.
All right, so when's the last time you had employment?
I have been keeping up with my boss. I still have my job.
Wait a minute, you've been keeping up with what?
I've been keeping up with my boss. I still have a job currently.
Doing what?
I work for a moving and junk removal company.
All right, and what's the tattoo on your neck about?
It says to live without risk is to risk not living.
I'm sorry, to live without.
To live without risk is to risk not living.
All right, what's the last word you said? To live without what?
To live without risk is to risk not living.
Okay. All right, I like that. Got to take some changes. All right, this is what the court is going to do. 4 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine to be probated. This will run concurrent with 728-374. There's going to be TAP evaluation and a felony drug court evaluation in custody. If she's not accepted in felony drug court, then follow TAP recommendations. There's going to be 150 hours community service restitution. There's to be no contact with Taylor, Taylor, Kirchmer, Kirchmer, and Tyree, Tyree, Joseph Ranford, and there's to be no contact with La Quinta Inn. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits. 1 time per month for 3 months. And you're not allowed to reside with minors.
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
All
All right, you're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in this court, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day. Love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up holy, 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 holy.